presentation. Now I call Babishwar. Babishwar?
Okay, sir.
And I request Professor Ganguly for the comments and the feedback. Babishwar, let's start.
Okay, sir.
Bhavishwar, did you present yesterday? No. Who did? Not yesterday, the day before. You did not
Yes, sir.
present.
In your class, sir?
Yes.
No, sir. No, I did not present, sir, in your class.
Yeah, okay. Go ahead.
May I present in this way, sir?
Yes, yes. Can you do that in the presentation mode?
No, sir. It moves automatically, so it.
Okay,
it
continue.
talking.
It's visible.
Okay. Good afternoon, dear respected group. Let me do my presentation. My presentation goes like this. This is the introduction section. Within introduction section, I have mentioned background of the study. This is the EMI, English use as a medium of instruction. This is the topic of my study. Here, especially English used as a teaching language for other academic subjects rather than English, where the majority of the people do not speak English as their first language. This is the quotation I have cited from the Darden 2014. This is the there is the impact. How is the impact of English as a medium of instruction, especially in the public school? So I try to explore the impact of the adoption of EMI in the public school in the context of Nepal. There is the transitional phase, especially we have the two phases, especially we have the compulsion of learning English to get the great job opportunity from home to abroad. That is the one thing, one phase. And next one is there is the responsibility we have had. We have to protect the indigenous language at the local level. So we people are in the transitional phase. All the indigenous languages get marginalized by the hegemony of the English in the context of Nepal. So that is the deficit ideology. This is the rationale of my of the study. The rationale of the study is exploring the influences of English as a medium of instruction is a rationale of my study. And here is the statement of the problem. There are which I have already told out here. Let me skip this. And next one is purpose of the study. The purpose of this study is to explore, to discover how adoption of English as a medium of instruction in a rural public school has influenced the indigenous languages. And the research question I have set here, two research questions. How has the adoption of EMI influenced the indigenous languages, culture, and epistemologies? The second question is that what can the school and rural municipality do to protect the local languages while adopting EMI? And here is the delimitation. Some relevant aspects in the relation to my study are left due to the restriction of time, resources, and demographic factors. There might be the important essence beyond my study. So there is so many restrictions to include some of the relevant aspects which can be left, and that can be left due to the restriction that is which that comes under the delimitation. The next part is the literature review. That was my introduction part. I have completed the introduction part. So let me go to the literature review. This is the second part of my study. This is the thematic review. The thematic review helps me explore the crux or theme from the related literature to my study. For example, the linguistic imperialism of the Philipson 1992 gives me insightful idea on how does the adoption of English as a teaching language influences the indigenous languages. This is the thematic review I have included here. And this is the theoretical review. The theoretical review paved the way to use which theory is appropriate to my study, knowing about the erosion of the indigenous languages and linguistic inequalities. I have set the mindset to use the linguistic imperialism of the physician as a theoretical lens for my study. And this is the policy review. Especially, I have taken here National Curriculum Framework 2007, where the medium we can use Nepali or English or both as a medium of instruction. This is the one legal or formal step, a formal policy of the English as English use as a medium of instruction in the context of Nepal. We can see the scenario of the Darbari school in 1854, where first the English was adopted as a teaching language in 1854 by the powerful Rana Prime Minister Janga Bahadur Rana when he get back from his Europe visit. And next one is the Trichandra College in 1918. This is the academic institution of the higher education where English was used as a medium of instruction, and Panchayat government. Then the medium of instruction, English used as a medium of instruction was halted when the Panchayat government started in the context of Nepal. It is because Panchayat government was guided by the principle ideology of one nation, one language. That's why Nepali language has become the dominant language in the context of Nepal. That is the policy I have reviewed. An empirical review, both old studies and current findings can be critically looked at from my side, and research gap, whatever is left in the related existing literature can be further research. I will be planning. This is the research methodology. This is the methodology section where I have included the philosophical consideration, where we can see ontology. And the reality of my study is that language is not only tool for communication, but also deeply intertwined with the identity and existence of the speaker. So we have to be very careful during the time of using the language as a medium of instruction. Epistemology, the knowledge of my study will be reflecting about linguistic identity crisis, marginalization of the indigenous languages, resisting the adoption of EMI by promoting language revitalization program. This is the study of the knowledge. This is the knowledge system, that is which we call epistemology. Axiology, this is the theory, the study of the value. The value is given to two phases: obligation to learn English for the home and abroad, opportunities, and responsibility to protect the indigenous languages and culture. And research paradigm, the paradigm I have used here is interpretivism to carry out research as often as how much it can be reflective. And then after research approach, the research approach I have mentioned here is qualitative approach. And research method I have selected is a case study and research design. I have included research sites, participants, and techniques under the research design. And this is the data collection, interview, questionnaire, observation, and casual conversation. These are the research instruments I have been planning to collect the data by using these research tools. And data analysis, when I will have collected the data, then after I will analyze the data by coding them. And quality standard, especially there are four quality of the research: credibility. The finding of the research should have the accuracy and trustworthiness. If the finding have the accuracy and trustworthiness, the research is supposed to be supposed to have the credibility. And similarly, second quality is transferability. When the if the finding of the research is useful to other similar fields, that is this research is supposed to have the transferability. And next quality is the dependability. If the same issue, procedures of the research and the finding of the study are taken by other researchers, that is the research is supposed to have the dependability. This is the quality of the research. And last quality is confirmability, when we can see the balanced relation between data and finding, and the research is supposed to have the confirmability. And ethical consideration, the ethics is defined as a set of the guiding principle that shapes the human behavior or conduct, where we can keep the confidentiality, we can take the permission during the time of the data collection, which I will try my best to include under the ethical consideration section. And this is the references. This much. Thank you, sir. May I answer, sir?
You can answer. Now I request Professor Gyamoli for the feedback. Lakshman sir? Okay.
Okay, thank you, sir. Thank you, Bhavishakji, for your presentation. You seem to have understood what you are doing. I will also discuss this in the class, and you're going to present next week anyway. Yes?
Okay, sir.
But here, I would like to ask you a few things. One, do you speak another language than Nepali fluently, like Gurung language?
Gurung language. I cannot speak Gurung language,
Okay.
sir.
So, do you have a case that kind of indicates that EMI has negatively influenced indigenous languages? Kuny case tapaile dekhnubo ke dekhnubo anything?
Just I try to explore the impact of English.
No, that is clear from the title itself, but and other things. But why did you decide to take this topic? There must have been some experience that triggered this idea. You know, why did you pick this? So that's my. I mean, you don't have to give theoretical answer. I'm asking you to share what your personal experience that made you think of this. Yes.
I have seen such a public school. The number of the student is increasing, where English used as a medium of instruction. That's why how is it? I'm going to discover. I'm going to explore the positive as well as negative impact of each sir. Not absolutely.
Okay. Can you quickly tell me in 1 minute, what do you understand by interpretivism as a paradigm that you have chosen to, pursue research through, and you have cited Creswell only, and that's all. So what do you understand by this?
So interpretivism, especially whatever data we collect, to be interpreted, sir. To be interpreted.
Okay. In your research design, you say that it's a common rural municipality, and you'll select 4 basic level EMI teachers. Can you share what kind of teachers Because purposive sampling means these teachers are in position to give you the information or data that you are looking for. Okay, so who are they? What is their personality? Yeah.
I try to use the purposive sampling. It is because what? सर मेरो यो नेटवर्क चाहिँ डिस्कनेक्ट भएछ
यस यस ल भइगयो टाइम धेर छैन क्लासमा पनि कुरा गरौँला अरू फिडब्याक दिउँला हैन participants will be of this type. Their criteria, I mean, the criteria to select them is this one, Mr.
Am I audible, sir?
Yes.
Yes, yeah.
Okay. The teacher, especially those teachers who have been teaching not English, non-English subject like science, math, health, especially in English medium. So I am planning to select them as a participant, sir.
So teachers who teach math, science, health through English.
So I am planning to make
any more criteria like their age, gender, socio-economic, like linguistic background. Maybe they come from different languages.
Okay, sir. They are.
Okay, we'll discuss this. Now, the only suggestion I ask you to do, I'm giving you is please redo the whole document from APA perspective.
Okay, sir.
Because you have typed manually page number and those things that has to be done, with the system APA. Okay, you do that and bring next week, and I'll give you feedback more. Okay.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, done. And Bobby, sir, you are doing paper, right? You have to write 2 papers. So
Yes,
you
sir.
have to
I'm
design
doing
your
paper.
research in that way. Are you doing paper or you are doing dissertation?
Paper, sir.
Paper track,
in
right?
paper
Article
track.
track. So
Yes.
you design your research in that way, the way that we are doing in the independent studies also. You will
Okay,
learn
sir.
how to collect the data from Lakshman sir, right?
Okay.
And at
Okay,
least
sir.
you select one of the research question and design your paper in that way. Okay, fine.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Okay,
For
you will get a supervisor and accordingly you will work.
Okay,
Okay,
sir.
thank you, Babishu sir and Professor Gyamali for the feedback and the presentation. Now I request